Okay, we're live now.
Okay.
One?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah,
Let's
Harry, you
just
need to do this.
yeah, let's just see what it sounds like right now.
Yeah, somebody... Yeah.
La 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 la.
Go into a game so I can see how loud it is compared to us.
I need to sort my input out first, so just... Would do if this wasn't fucking freezing up on me every... Xbox One controller. There we go. Right.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Right.
They're making a kill game.
They are, yeah.
Wait, what?
Eh?
When was this announced?
Eh. I got something to talk about.
It's like a Is it like some kind of beat 'em up or like fighting game?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do something else. Let's just get started.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry if there's a okay to anybody watching. Sorry if there's a blank screen at the moment. Only for some reason Steam's having a bit of a bitch fest with me. So
Okay.
just sit tight and I'll have the game up as soon as we can. Yeah, Steam is for some reason Steam's not wanting to cooperate. Specifically the Mega Drive and Genesis Classics thing.
Is it just not showing up for the
No,
stream?
it's showing up, but it just keeps doing this random 3 seconds freezing every so often.
Oh.
And I don't know why, so that's what I'll have to fix at some point.
Dang it.
So anyway, anyway, Harry, just fill anybody watching this 0 viewers that we've got. Just let them know what's going on.
Basically, this is gonna be a impressions video for E3 2018. There's really not a lot we can say because a lot of it kind of just flew by, and I don't really remember a lot of it, to be honest.
You and me both. It's honestly gone by so fast, and it's just. I feel like a lot of it might be to do with it being slightly underwhelming, if I'm perfectly honest.
There weren't a lot of like crazy, like, oh my goodness, I need this game now kind of reveals.
Well, like this kind of
No,
makes me
I'll hold
like
you that thought, Harry.
There were a few. I'm not saying there weren't any. But I'm not saying there weren't any. There were a few, but like a lot of the games that we saw were just kind of like. I mean, it looks fine, but it's not like must play.
Yeah. I get you, but it's like it's like you said, there was a few like decent ones, like decent announcements. Like for example, the Microsoft conference, there was the announcement that Devil May Cry 5 was coming out, which I've not played the Devil May Cry series just yet. Like I've got the two Xbox 360 boxes right in front of me, just sitting waiting to be played, but like it is a series I want to get into because it's been held like in high regard by like a lot of people on the internet and also a few friends of mine. So that's going to be something I get into at some point.
I probably should do that if they're gonna like do that if they're doing a sequel.
They are fairly cheap at CEX. So
is there like a collection or something?
First 3 games, yes.
Okay.
In 160 seconds, the indoor generation. A generation.
that was weird.
None of us watched EA, did we?
No.
Something weird came up on my screen. Sorry about that.
I'm
It
afraid
didn't
I
come
did
up on the
not watch
stream
it,
itself, but there was a. Sorry, go on.
Oh.
Went for you. We were trying to record that day, and I just missed it.
Oh yeah, we were doing Spyro 2, and then it was just like, oh yeah, E3's a thing?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was then.
It's like I knew it was coming. Like the week into the weekend.
Yeah.
It's like I knew it was coming, but then the weekend just crept up on me, and then it just started.
Yeah, same. I was like, no, it was EA, whatever.
Yeah, it was EA, but then Microsoft came about, which was which a lot of people were like having a bit more of a better time with.
Yeah. Now Microsoft itself, from what I saw, like just how they like did things, it probably had the best presentation I saw. Like just in how it was like structured and like they just flowed with like game after game and all that.
Mm.
Nice show, I think.
With the exception of the Game Pass thing, that was kind of like boring.
The what? The Game Pass? Oh yeah, Game Pass. I think they just went a bit too far with that thing.
That went on for a bit too long.
It did, but hey. Thing is, at least they were talking about games in that particular moment, rather than just saying television,
TV,
television,
TV.
television, shit like that.
Sports.
Sports. Oh, it's like at least they got down to the shit that was most important. That's what I like the most.
Yeah. The only things I know about the EA conference is that is like apparently three prequel characters are coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is cool, I guess. So, yay.
Although when I heard about which ones they were, why weren't they in the game from the start?
Because downloadable contents plus EA.
Well, because like I heard one of them was Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that is strange. Like it's like Obi-Wan, Anakin, Count Dooku, and General Grievous, I think. Which
Full characters.
is a good lineup, but you know they should have been in.
I heard Anakin was one of them.
Yeah. Anakin, Obi-Wan, General Grievous, and Count Dooku. But they probably should have been in the game in the first place, but whatever.
Well, because they're.
I guess.
Like when you think of the prequels, those guys in Darth Maul are probably the first people you think of.
Yeah.
Christensen, like, is it really realistic with him?
Mm.
You still think of them for most other things.
No, and also Jar Jar Binks, I guess.
I'd like Jar Jar to be playable in that.
Jar Jar is broken. Please nerf.
That'd be funny.
Jar Jar Binks is the best character in the game. Sorry. Thank you.
I haven't played Battlefront 2 in a long time. It's not a bad game, it's just it was buried under a lot of like pay to win crap.
Like what are they? Yeah, loot boxes.
I heard EA also well, I'm going off the brain scratch video for a little bit. Sorry, but like they said, it's like they're not really apologizing for the microtransactions. So
Of course not. It's EA.
A lot of like crap went down.
I'm not trying to be cynical about this.
No, I don't blame you.
I'm trying to how do I say it? I'm trying to.
EA's trying to do damage control, I think.
Trying is the key word here, to be honest.
What? Which at this point is much easier said than done.
Yeah. But besides that, I don't really know what else they announced.
I know they showed off a few games that they already said were coming out. Forza Horizon 4. Oh wait, I'm talking about Microsoft or EA?
EA.
Shit, sorry.
I heard, by the way, call me crazy, but I think they're gonna be talking about sports.
Yeah, it's probably like FIFA 18.
Yeah.
No one cares.
And I heard like I also because like I'll be honest, I didn't see much of E3, but I heard also I got this douchebag. in for the FIFA thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, and and they also got shit for Battle Royale, for the on the what do you call it?
Battlefield.
On the Battlefield, yeah.
Battlefield 5, I think it was.
Oh, I think they they teased another Star Wars game. It was like Jedi Fallen Order or
Just
something.
a title, not a logo, just a title.
Yeah, they didn't show anything, but I mean, another lightsaber game could be fun. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Last time I played a lightsaber game was like that one game on the like an arcade cabinet.
The last lightsaber game is probably Star Wars Connect.
Which is sad.
I think I've got something.
Oh.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Ow.
Sorry, did you hear that?
Yeah, I had the game.
Alright.
I don't see it.
That's because I need to put it onto put it onto OBS. Anyway, where is it? Anyway, back on topic.
EA.
EA.
EA sucks and
EA sucks, lol. Yeah.
Things.
You know, because like I also heard that like there was like just a moment of complete silence during like one minute's like, oh joy.
Yeah.
I've heard people's like basic impressions, which is basically them going like, please clap.
Please, yeah.
They're desperate.
I mean, I kind of don't blame them considering like recent circumstances, but still. They oh man. They're in hot water.
They are.
They're probably dug in way too deep.
Okay, I see the game now. Let me just
Like after the whole Star Wars Battlefront fiasco. How do you fix what hard to
fix your reputation, I guess.
yeah, like when you're you gotta hit a point lower than Sega did with 06 at one point.
You jump ahead to Microsoft now.
I mean, they hit a low point, but not in the same way as that. It's like, I don't know, but like even still, they got a lot of they got a lot to work on. Is the point?
Do you think they're ever gonna rebound and get back in it?
I mean, I don't really care about EA, so I don't really care if they do. But I mean,
I don't want to see them fail necessarily.
No. And they're basically the guys.
I want some games. Is the thing.
They're also the guys that basically have the rights to like the Star Wars games now. So, I mean, that's something, I guess. Other than that, I don't really care about the games they make.
I just want good games.
Yeah. And I mean, the more we have, that the better.
It's like say what you will about Konami's bullshit. If they can make a good game, then I'll.
Yeah.
Because like even when they were already in a really bad spot, I mean like Super Bomberman R is good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah. The Super Bomberman R came out and that was good. So they're not.
And like, and it's not exactly any kind of like Konami, but
Yeah,
you can't
but,
deny you can't deny quality is at least there.
Yeah. And they got a decent amount of support.
Yeah.
And I'll still play Super Bomberman R with friends.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that would be something. Oh, can you imagine how much of a disaster that would be if we tried playing that during this?
Nah, that wouldn't work.
Our focus would be way too off.
It would.
Unless we can just say, okay.
I'm not awake enough to do a Bomberman right now.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, back to EA. Like
I don't know
I-
what else, yeah.
I'm not focusing on any. I don't think I actually even have any. Before anybody says good about this, I don't think I even have any EA games for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
Any what a good EA games? Well, I'd say the first Battlefront that was okay.
Well, when I say good, I meant like when I said like I haven't bought any EA games. I was like before anybody says good because of the fact that I didn't buy any EA games.
Scrappy, I can't hear you.
Like it's like if like during like Konami's like little issue, it was like, why are you buying Konami games? They suck because they're assholes and all that. 'Cause, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because like at the same time, my response is, I'm buying the Konami game because I like the game itself, or because like.
Yeah, I don't really care about like who made it as long as the game's good.
Right.
Also, Scrappy.
Mileage my ferry, of course, but.
Scrappy, try talking now.
When we get Smash Brothers.
That's
In
not so
time.
later.
In time, my friend. I have a lot to say about that.
We're going in order of who's everyone's conference, right?
Yeah, just to make it streamlined. Yeah, I don't know. EA's EA. Moving on. Microsoft.
Again, I'm just gonna say first of all, I don't have too much interest in Microsoft, so I'm probably gonna be quiet for most of this.
I'm just trying to remember what they showed off because there were a few interesting things. I mean, yeah, we did see like Devil May Cry 5 or whatever, which is cool. What was it? There's a Cuphead DLC.
Oh yeah, what is it? What is it?
I think what I heard that I like.
What was it called again?
Like, talking about the island about Chalice, I think.
I don't remember. But you have like this new female character, which is cool. I guess.
The Chalice girl.
Yeah. So yay.
I mean, overall, I think I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
The only thing that would be better is Cuphead for the Switch.
You know that's not gonna happen.
8 bytes.
No, I
Wait,
it would be nice, but
was it an exclusivity deal?
Yes.
Shit.
Well,
fair
no,
enough.
I think
It's alright, I've got an Xbox anyway, so.
Microsoft.
yeah, the thing that I think is like Cuphead was just gonna be a very small game with just a few bosses at first, but Microsoft came in and just like funded and gave them.
Well, shit, fair enough.
Needed.
Yeah, so they kind of owe it to them.
Yeah, and like given like how like good the game is, I'm glad for it.
Yeah, I mean I would love it on Switch. Don't get me wrong, but you know.
Yeah, totally. I wish I didn't have to get it off Steam. Is the thing.
Yeah. And we said this before the stream, but you know, Microsoft kind of need exclusives.
Yeah, they need as much exclusivity as they can get.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but like, in terms of like, what else did they show? Because like, the problem with the conference and just Microsoft's games in general for me is just a lot of them blend together. Like a lot of them are
Post-apocalyptic and stuff like that.
and like FPS games, which is fine. Like I don't have anything against those kinds of games, but when you have a conference where there's like 50% of it are those games, it kind of ruins the whole point and just makes them blend together.
You need something that stands out more. It's like you need the kind of variety that Nintendo can have.
Or Sony for that matter, but like, I don't know, like.
Sony can be just as bad with the FPS oversaturation sometimes.
Well, there are also like, do you think people are more? Do you think like gamers today are more likely to have like the Sony or Microsoft than the Nintendo?
What do you mean, like more people are
like of this generation?
like more people are probably gonna go for those instead of Nintendo.
Yeah.
But people own multiple consoles.
Well,
I mean,
meant like,
like kids.
I meant like, you know what I mean?
Like kids usually probably will only have like one of the three major consoles because they like if they manage to get like all of them, like goodness,
They're not like,
like
yeah,
rich.
because kids can only get so much because because their parents are the main source of the income. Whereas we adults, we can just get anything we want once we've got a job.
Yeah,
Just save
so
up for it, and there we go.
It's kind of a different thing, but like a lot considering like just experiences in school and stuff. Kids usually go and like ask for the new hot thing that makes them look cool. So that can always change.
That's why if you go on GTA Online and like talk, you're gonna hear a lot of swearing 5-year-olds.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. And like Call of Duty and stuff, they like kids play those games because they think they make them look like cool and edgy or whatever.
When they don't, they just look like complete idiots.
You know what the sad thing is? Some kids around that age are better at Call of Duty than I am.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Go.
Well, that's only because they're the ones that play it and you don't.
True.
I mean, like, cause
in my day.
yeah, because you have to understand, like, these kids like play these games like non-stop, and they have so much time on their hands. It's like compared to us.
True. Very true.
Kind of play because
Hmm.
Time to play because they're not on Discord.
Mhm. But like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Microsoft itself though, the conference itself was paced pretty well for the most part. But I don't have any issues with that. And yeah, the games they showed looked competent, and there were a handful of decent surprises.
Devil May Cry being one of them, but that's not exactly an exclusive. Although I'll say this much for what people would probably pass off as just a car game, Forza Horizon 4 does look pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I would be into a game like that, but I can see that being appealing to that crowd. And the game did look good.
The game looks amazing.
But
I heard all the Forza games that just look good.
I mean,
I've played some of the earlier ones and they are pretty damn good. So.
What else did they? I mean, there was the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, obviously, but.
But it was then shown at the Squeenix E3.
Let's just leave Kingdom Hearts 3 for like later and just bundle all our thoughts on the game, or the trailers as a whole.
Right.
But what else did they show though? Like,
we happy few.
They announced Jump Force. Excuse me.
Oh, that was
the anime fire thing.
That looks awesome.
That was cool.
Because I have the power of YouTube. What's it called?
Jump Force or something?
Jump, like try and jump.
Yeah, pretty much. Just type in Jump Force.
Yeah, because I see like Naruto in one of the thumbnails, and it looks like try and jump.
Yeah, there's Naruto, Goku, Luffy. So yeah.
Oh, I see.
And the guy from Death Note as a villain.
I always forget his name.
Light?
I think so. I haven't seen Death Note.
I haven't.
See, I wouldn't even notice because I don't even know who any
I'm looking at it right.
Death characters look like.
But Naruto does not belong in this environment. Hi, Luffy.
Whole world, Jason.
Sorry. Frieza actually looks like he belongs in this city.
We should acknowledge that Microsoft announced new Battletoads.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
They
no
announced.
footage, but
They're actually making use of rare IPs that aren't just like cameos in Shovel Knight or something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting though about Toads in specific because they seem to just be very adamant on bringing those guys back, like just specifically, which is interesting.
I guess I'd argue in some respects it's easier to do that because they went to try to gain the longest. They have nostalgia. They don't have like that N64 nostalgia that kind of colored a lot of people's perceptions on Microsoft.
I still don't like when that's used as a derogatory term.
Yeah, by the way, that is the guy from Death Note, and that is Light in the Shinigami. I think it was called. Sorry. Anyways,
Yeah.
wait, question, wait, is it gonna be is that an Xbox exclusive?
Well, Battletoads probably. I don't see
No,
why.
Battletoads,
Jump
probably
Force.
that, but
Oh, Jump Force? I
probably
don't
not,
know.
but
That's
I
probably
hope not, because I really want that.
That's probably gonna be PS4 as well.
Here's hoping.
I bet
I
a lot
don't
of people would rage if that thing was exclusive.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see
I
why it
don't
would
want it. It's Bandai Namco.
be. Yeah.
Because like Bandai Namco is like they're what's the word?
They make consoles for everything.
Right. Actually, you know what's funny? I'm sorry we're getting on topic, kind of, but it's kind of funny to imagine that they're the ones who are like part of Dark Souls.
I mean, it's mostly from.
I know it's mostly from software, but you know.
I hate that name. It's so weird to say.
What?
From software?
Yeah.
From
This game,
Oh my
this
god.
game is from Software.
Who are they from? From.
Would it be easier to say FromSoft?
that's the from part that messes up everyone.
Yeah, it's the From. Like, it's basically the equivalent of one of my friends like jokes of what the new Xbox console would be called. Like, we call it like the Xbox.
Or the Xbox 2.
Title now.
No, and then it's just and people say there's a new game coming to the Xbox.
And then
Xbox.
and then when they the next box.
Oh jeez.
What's next box?
I thought it was gonna be its development name.
It probably will.
What are they gonna like? Xbox 2 just sounds dumb. Like what?
That'd be the and then that'd be the tagline for it if it was the actual name.
If
What
it was
and then
actually-
with just like the next box and then just the word what appears to the left of it.
if that actually becomes the name, I'm just gonna laugh my rear off.
Anyways. I almost want to look at a list of games they've done. Hey, let me see. Microsoft E3.
Apocalyptic games.
Yeah.
We're kind of commenting on that.
Yeah.
Like, well, what have they done?
I said what I needed to about that. I don't know.
Was like a lot of Bethesda stuff?
At a
We
Microsoft
need Joey in
conference.
here for that shit. But he's with
I
his
have,
girlfriend at the moment.
Like general things to say, I guess, but
Cause like when I hear for some reason when I hear post-apocalyptic, and this is probably Fallout, I usually think of like Bethesda, or who does
Yeah.
Bioshock?
Bioshock?
Bioshock.
I forgot.
I don't.
Ubisoft?
Second. No, not Ubisoft. The company that makes Bioshock is kind of gone now, but 2K.
Wait,
that's-
did they go under?
Bioshock.
2K published it.
Oh, okay.
2K published it. 2K Games, are they the ones who do Borderlands?
Probably.
Borderlands.
Alright, Wikipedia says...
I think Gearbox does Borderlands.
Huh?
Gearbox does Borderlands, I think.
Because I have, well... My sister has, Borderlands 2 on PS3. I have it on Steam thanks to a sale.
I can just as easily get the
again.
game very cheap from CEX. So, and I'm thinking of actually getting it at some point, so...
Take load. Okay. First person shooter, 2K games.
How about you just get an extra lives and not emeralds?
Okay, what's happening with it, with this is, with the director's cut, it makes it so you can only get 1 emerald per zone.
Huh.
But with the thing is, you've got a level select now, so you can go back and replay the other levels with Supersonic, because you can actually get it in this game now.
Take-Two Interactive.
What's on the list?
Oh no, I haven't found Microsoft as a thing.
Can somebody pull up a list?
It's on 2K. Keep going for now.
Oh, well, I don't remember literally anything else they showed besides like Game Pass, and I didn't really have anything to say about that.
There's Forza, there's... Oh, shit, now I forgot. I think there's... No, Ubisoft The Crew.
Sea of Thieves?
The DLC.
I mean, yeah, they showed off a bit of that. My enthusiasm for that game has gone down a lot.
It looked hype last year when it was shown at E3.
And yeah, it's...
Then it just kind of came out and it's...
Apparently it's very lackluster.
I heard they're apparently adding a story.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh, that's a company that had their own conference, Ubisoft.
Are we just gonna move over to that?
Shall we?
Or by next on the next?
There may as well be.
I'm gonna just pull up a list of what was shown at each.
It was either them or Square Enix.
No, I think Square was like a lot later.
First Ubisoft came later.
I think Bethesda was next.
After Microsoft.
Right.
I'm trying to find anything interesting for 2K. If I found this.
This is just the most unorganized thing ever.
It is.
Ain't it?
I'm sorry, I just don't really care that much.
E3 revealed games. Show Switch. No. I'm trying to find one of each. Hang on. Let me get. Okay, which one are we going on to? Or shall I get Microsoft up?
Bethesda.
Bethesda, right. Bethesda E3 2018.
Oh, 2K Games made Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I know like the few like big things they announced, Bethesda announced. Like there's that Doom thing, which I assume it's a full sequel. It didn't specify, I don't think, but.
Well,
All I know about Bethesda was this image that Joey showed about like no one can get out now or something like only one can get out.
Okay, we've got the I've got the list of games that was showcased at Bethesda.
Alright.
Okay, you've got Rage 2, Elder Scrolls Blades, Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein the Youngblood, Fallout 76, Fallout Shelter, Mysterious Starfield, and Elder Scrolls 6.
Actually, that reminds me, Wolfenstein 2 is coming to the Switch.
Yeah, that's coming out at some point. But like,
Didn't they delay that?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
I think, but like,
I like how Fallout Shelter gets. I like how the damn mobile game gets on the Switch for Fire Emblem Heroes.
uh,
That's kind of weird.
well, I mean, the mobile stuff for Nintendo is like, I don't think that's gonna move away from phones.
With Fallout Shelter,
Fallout Shelter is the first Fallout game to come out on a Nintendo system, let it sink in.
It's funny. But like that's a good lineup of games for Bethesda, I suppose. Like Doom, I'm excited for. I hope that's a full sequel and not just a DLC thing.
76 sounds like their. It sounds like their big. Like sounds like their E3 game, if you will.
So yeah, Fallout 76.
I mean, I haven't. I've only played. I need to finish New Vegas. I've been really gaming that for Christmas. Bless him.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Like it's like meant to be like a prequel or whatever, pretty much. Like it's like
The first Holocaust.
it's like set way before the other games, as far as I'm aware. Like 1976, like, which is why it's Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
But
Secretly, we missed 71 games.
huh,
Or 2 games.
uh,
Oh no, wait. 72 numbered games. Sorry.
yeah.
You know, sort of like how when Madden did 25.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about Fallout itself, though. It's a game.
It's a game, yeah.
People will enjoy it, I guess.
I'm not much of a Fallout fan, so
I get the feeling that Joey is definitely gonna enjoy it.
yeah.
I mean,
Joey's
yeah.
a Bethesda fan, so
And
I still
I
haven't freaking played Skyrim yet, so
yeah, I just hope the game actually comes out and like functions how it should.
that's all we can out really like when it's
Bethesda, yeah, because Bethesda games have this kind of like
weird reputation.
for like being buggy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like get your shit together.
Yeah, and people shrug it off too much. Like, you know.
Oh, we'll just mod the game ourselves.
That does not excuse what we've been given.
Yeah, because like, oh man, like the game itself is fun to play than good, but like if you're like clipping through floors and crap, that's not acceptable.
Nope, not really.
What was I gonna say? It feels like one of the only few Bethesda games off the top of my head that's stable is Doom.
Yeah. I mean, Bethesda themselves didn't really develop it, so that has something to do with it.
That was it, right?
Yeah, id Software. Like, Bethesda just published it pretty much. But
well, they just so they're confused. When they publish, it just means that Bethesda is the one who like owns the. They don't own the right, do they?
I'm pretty sure Bethesda owns the rights to Doom. I could be wrong.
Well, it's like they're the ones who are allowing it, who are supporting it to go on to sell, right?
Pretty much. They're the ones that like. Then they published a game that they're the ones that like just set it out and do all that stuff. They didn't
like
really have much to do with the actual.
It's like way forward. They don't necessarily like. They mostly publish, right? Or no, they mostly just develop and publish, right?
I think so.
Like they work on the game, but like it's like say Capcom in case of like DuckTales Unmastered, for example, that that right?
Hmm.
Okay, I've got. Oh, sorry, go on.
But you get what I'm trying to say?
No, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah, okay.
I've got a full list of games at from the Microsoft
Oh, I
conference.
thought we
Oh, do you want to go back to that then?
Let me just put it onto a notepad thing.
Okay, here's the thing. Just let's talk games and we'll talk about if any of them sound. It will stop you if any of them sound interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So I've got the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
Next.
Right, Battletoads. Obviously, we've covered that.
I
Cuphead.
have nothing to say until we see footage.
Okay, Cuphead. We've already covered that. Crackdown 3. In which the GameSpot says Terry Crews yells a lot in new Crackdown 3 trailer.
Oh, that game!
Yeah.
Actually,
Terry Crews, is that the guy from like the Old Spice commercials?
Old Spice. Yes, that's the one.
I have a son.
I've never played a Crackdown game. Are they like online multiplayer?
I
shooters?
don't know. I can't remember. I think it's got single player, but I think it's also got multiplayer.
Because if it has
Oh
like,
man, that sounds like Shaq Fu was the thing.
because like, if it's like an online multiplayer game, I might give that a shot because it did look fun.
Let's have a look. Crackdown 3.
I heard that game's been in development since I think that game was like been delayed for
It's
4 years.
single player and multiplayer.
Okay. Yeah, it feels like that game's been in development for ages.
Well, it's coming out apparently on 27th of February 2019.
All right.
Okay, so we got this is in alphabetical order, by the way. Cyberpunk 2077.
What?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, next.
Devil May Cry 5. Obviously covered that.
Pretty much.
The Division 2.
I think I've heard of the.
I've heard of that. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, was that the one where they had that really awkward like banter between like actual people, just like, oh no, go here, I need to cover you. No.
So I think so.
Wait, is it like The Division?
Yeah,
Oh, is it a Tom Clancy game?
I think.
Hang on, let me because I'm the one playing the game on stream. I'll link this to you, Harry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you probably should give this to Harry.
Yeah, and let me just get Sony's as well. Sony.
And I think the only one we have memorized is Nintendo. To a degree.
Kinda.
Something maybe. Let's have a look.
It felt more like a Nintendo Direct than E3.
Yeah, Nintendo usually do that though. That's the thing.
I mean,
They're a lot more like to the point and like more they're definitely a lot more go.
I used to be against the fact that they didn't do conferences anymore, but like, nowadays it's just like
they're a lot snappier at least. It seems
I kind of want everyone to do stuff like that, to be honest, because I did not want to. Because the conferences have a lot of filler that could, and you could probably just condense a lot of them in like 40 or 50 minutes, maybe.
Right. It seems like it's the only potentially a conference for Nintendo nowadays is the Treehouse, and even then, that's kind of cutting it.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, what the hell? Hi?
What?
My mic just keeps on going out. I have to quit and leave. Just give like some condensed thoughts on Microsoft's conference. Since I was there with Harry and Hub, kind of watching it live.
There you go. I've got you've got Microsoft, you've got Sony, you've got Nintendo, and you've got Ubisoft. They're ready for you.
Hey, Lewis.
There we go.
Nick only watching.
Okay.
I was there and
Okay.
Lewis,
What?
Scrappy's trying to talk.
Go on, sorry.
Excuse me. Microsoft show was alright. It had probably the most games of any conference. And I can appreciate that. It went on for a good while, but it didn't feel as long, like drag, so to speak. I commend them for that. Game Pass aside, like Harry and Hub basically mentioned this on the day of the conference, just all some of the games shown off, and this isn't really Microsoft's fault in this case. It's being cut in the same cloth, like a lot of elliptic civilization crumbling aesthetic. Blend in a bit.
Yeah.
Also, I wasn't. Sorry.
Hmm?
I wasn't talking over you, by the way, Scrappy. I don't know what. Did it sound like I was talking over you?
No, what?
Cause I know Ari just shouted at me. So suddenly and said Scrappy's trying to talk, and I thought, okay.
Well, I wasn't shouting, but like, no, Scrappy was trying to talk about Microsoft, and then he got interrupted like 3 times.
Sorry, go on.
I don't mean you specifically.
Right. Anyway, let's carry on.
That's I don't know, B- for me. Yeah, I like the. It was nice. Some of them just could, like, third parties in particular, could probably vary themselves a bit. And I don't really know how Halo Infinite's gonna work out, so.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Halo Infinite. We didn't talk about that.
There's not much to talk about, to be fair.
I mean,
heard it's gonna be Halo 5.
yeah, I don't. The name confuses me. What?
And that's what it takes to be infinite.
It's just funny. It's just like me and.
Chief. No, wait, sorry. Master Chief. I'm not weak!
Yeah,
Oh no.
It'd be funny.
No, that's
like,
Cortana.
Me and Hub had like this joke is like, if the game sucks, just be like, I am not weak.
That's pretty much 343.
Sonic corrected the name Infinite.
But like, I really hope the game's decent, because like all we saw was like what was it, Master Chief just riding a mongoose or something.
You know.
But like,
Red's really good. Sorry.
yeah, I hope the game's decent, because Halo 5 was. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it left a lot to be desired, especially in terms of like the campaign. That was kind of meh. But you know.
I don't. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I can really say much in terms of the conference until we get to Square or Nintendo.
Yeah, that's fine.
There wasn't much. To be fair, it was Square Enix. There wasn't much. Okay, we'll just come to that when it comes to it.
Yeah. The last thing for Microsoft that I think we'd have something to talk about, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which
Yeah.
we've seen before, but it still looks like really good.
I heard at the time of the E3 it was also now on Steam.
Yeah.
It is on Steam. That's how people playing it.
Well, I said no, it was on sale on Steam.
Alright, you want to get it next chance you get it. It's actually not.
Hang on. You want me to look it up right now to see how much it's on sale?
Yeah, just check it up. Meanwhile, we'll carry on.
Wait, the game's already out?
No, Ori, the Blind Forest is.
Blind Forest?
Yeah, pretty much the first game.
Okay, I was gonna say.
If it was already out, I'd be scooping that shit up straight away. Well,
Wait, this shit is still updating?
Wait, what?
Huh?
My computer is still updating.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's funny.
Scrappy, do you have Steam? Alright, fine. Let me try this. What's it called? Steam. What's it called again?
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Let's see. Ori and... Is it spelled O-R-I?
Yes.
Okay, Steam powered. Oh, this is 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah, it is a damn good game.
It's half off.
Nice.
Well,
For the fan edition, it's only $10.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want it.
Hollow Knight is more like this. Is Hollow Knight by the same team?
I don't know.
88 by Metacritic.
Nice.
Well, I don't think it would be by the same. Oh.
What?
Okay, let me see.
Moon Studios, Microsoft Studios.
I'll just click on that.
Maybe not.
Flickies, no!
This is the kind of thing I would see on on Dust.
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing, the wiki page. It doesn't say anything about Hollow Knight.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'm not
guys.
surprised. I'm not surprised because there wouldn't be a lot of time to make both of those games an Ori sequel.
Guys, if it's okay, actually, maybe I shouldn't stick around if I'm not really gonna say anything.
Yeah.
What Xavier offered Sam to talk to Sam and Run.
So who's? I mean, we pretty much covered Bethesda, pretty much.
We've done
So yeah,
Bethesda.
who's that? Well, while the game thinks who's at the Bethesda?
Ubisoft, I believe. Open world.
Yeah, Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6 that will enjoy it in 2023.
Yeah, indeed. We got Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for Assassin's Creed Sunshine and Assassin's Creed Galaxy. That would be great.
And then Assassin's Creed Galaxy 2, where you ride
No,
a
Galaxy 4. It's as a DLC.
where you ride a green dinosaur.
Assassin's Creed 3D World.
With flagpoles.
It's really the best one.
Besides that, I don't really care.
I want to, you know what? Secretly, we didn't know this, but Daisy was part of the Creed of Assassins.
Also,
Spoilers!
That's why, that's why Waluigi isn't in the mainstream game. He's too violent for. He got kicked out of the Assassin's Creed even.
but they showed off Beyond Good and Evil 2 again. I'm still not sure what the actual game is supposed to be like, but
I'm gonna go for now, guys.
Okay.
Jay's back, which surprised me because I thought it was a lot more back in time than the first game, but apparently it's not as much. So I don't know. That's interesting.
I was gonna say, when... Oh yeah, we forgot to mention Starlink with the Star Fox content. Yeah, we're Nintendo fans.
Well, I mean, we're on Ubisoft, so we'll get to that.
No, they showed it at Ubisoft conference.
Yeah. I have the, in a sec, For Honor Marching Fire. I guess that's just DLC. Cool, I guess. I was interested in For Honor for a time, but then my friend told me that the online servers were just messed up. So I don't know. Hopefully they fixed that, because from what I played of like the beta, it was decently fun. So that kind of sucked. And that's the thing. There's a Star Fox thing for Starlink, which I did not expect at all. That threw me for a loop.
And they brought on Shiggy on the stage as well.
And there was that like Star Fox, that thing, that stand figurine thing.
Standor.
That was cool.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah. And then they had Grant Kirkhope on the stage.
Yeah, and there was that like showcase of the Donkey Kong thing, which we already know about. So there's not really much to say about it, but that was a nice little thing, I guess.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you are.
there was a Trials, the new Trials game.
Oh, the Trials games bring me just make me laugh so much.
It's just funny. Like it's just funny to me how like I don't know if they originated as Flash games, but just that's like the way I like seen them as like growing up and like just playing them in school.
What, those particular games where you have to change, where you change the tilt and then for the momentum and shit like that.
Well, the ones where you're like specifically on like a bike and you have to like try and balance your way through a obstacle course.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Those were brilliant.
It's just like, it's just I just find it like funny for some reason how like it's like apparently this big large budget series. Like I'm not knocking it, but it's just funny.
I've got.
And it does look fun. Like I'll probably get it for the Switch.
Which was it? Trials Rising that's coming out for.
Yeah, Trials Rising apparently.
When are we gonna get a collection of the Trials games for the Switch, Miyamoto? Trials Rider for Smash, anyone?
Like I love the introduction. Like the guy just walks in and just like just breaks the TV and everything. That was funny. Just Dance, no one cares. Rainbow Six Siege.
Just Dance, no one cares.
Yeah, a lot of this other stuff is just stuff we don't care about, so I'm just gonna, Sony, Death Stranding.
Square Enix.
Oh, Square Enix, right, what did they actually show? Because I when I got there, I saw... Huh?
Only on for like 30 minutes.
Didn't it show just like pretty much trailers? Wasn't it just like a trailer fest?
I just saw the very end, pretty much.
Oh, I do. What was the last thing they showed? Kingdom Hearts trailer?
Yeah, it was Kingdom Hearts and then there was it.
Yeah. Which was oddly minimal.
Yeah.
It's almost as if they were actively trying to avoid an excuse to show anything Final Fantasy VII Remake related.
That game seems to just be in development hell right now.
Well, Nomura's gone on record to say that it's not in like early concept stages, so we can at least put that to rest.
I still don't expect the game to come out for a while.
I'd say give it another 2 years or something like that.
Well, even then, if they're still doing the whole episodic thing, it's like, when are we gonna like see the full game?
2030.
Oh gosh, this remake should have been on 3DS and they could have just called it a day.
Oh, that would be funny.
Serious. They wouldn't have had to remake so many. The assets would have had to be remade, but it wouldn't have been so intense.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
I feel like just the jumps in graphics have made game development just that much more like arduous.
Like difficult.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of the franchises skipped out on like HD consoles and like went to like the handhelds and stuff. So
Fire Emblem was one of the one of them as well, weren't they? Because like
yeah, that's true.
I know that was on the Wii, and then they started making them for the 3DS.
Yeah, and
that's because Intelligent Systems just couldn't. That's because Fire Emblem was just not doing all the sales. Awakening was the.
So now the series has found its footing again, and it's and
full budget again now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and unless you count like the HD remixes and stuff like that, Kingdom Hearts is like the strongest console it's been used for is the PS2 pretty much. Like, I'm not counting 0.2 because that's not a full game.
3DS might be slightly more powerful than the PS2 actually, I don't know.
I believe that.
I don't know. Well,
I reckon you could get like something like GTA San Andreas onto the 3DS. I mean, you managed to get Tales of the Abyss on there, so. And that
it'll
was.
probably be around the same level.
It'd been around the same level. Cause I was just gonna say, because like I know Tales of the Abyss was on the PS2 first before it got ported to the 3DS.
Fair enough.
Regardless, the series hasn't really
You can jump to HD consoles.
they haven't really had a massive leap in technology, and I'd imagine jumping to that is a lot of stress and just like trying to make it translate well.
That Square Enix had to redo all the models.
Yeah, pretty much, because like the thing with like the Kingdom Hearts, like the handhelds and all that, they can just like rip a lot of the old models from like the PS2 and like and all that stuff. But like with the PS4 and the Xbox One, they have to remake everything from scratch because HD. They can't rely on those low poly models and stuff anymore.
Well, I meant like Kingdom Hearts 1.5. They had to.
Oh, that was something else. They just didn't have the code for the original Kingdom Hearts anymore, so they just had to remake it.
5 years of ports and remakes in anticipation of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, but I don't know.
The Square Enix had Dragon Quest and Tomb Raider, so that was something.
Yeah, there was a new Tomb Raider game.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I haven't played any of the new Tomb Raider games, or I haven't played the Tomb Raider game period, but
Really?
yeah.
I need to get the classic PS1 games. So now, because I know they were pretty revered at the time, so.
Well, some of them were. Oh gosh, it's Depth Perception and Sonic 3D Blast.
I remember those free platforms right there. That's like the most evil thing ever. Like Depth Perception just doesn't work.
And Square Enix had stuff. I mean, it was a very short presentation. I appreciated that.
Yeah, and you know, I'll give it credit for that.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Just wish that their trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't mostly reused footage from the Microsoft presentation.
Yeah, the thing with that, like, they really should have just used the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer they had for Sony. Cause like, what, like, why would they give themselves like the most underwhelming one? Like, that just seems kind of funny and weird.
You're asking the wrong person, mate.
Oh no. I mean, I just mean in general. I'm not necessarily asking.
I know. Just saying.
More Kingdom Hearts 3 is always good.
I mean, I hope it's good. Like, if it comes out and it's like unpolished and like not good, that'll be really disappointing.
An 8 out of 10 for most reviewers, then what?
I mean, I take reviewers with a grain of salt, but
especially for me, I always take it with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to something like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky, when they gave that fucking 5. IGN. There's this, I'll be brief on this, I don't want to go on this for too long, but like,
I mentioned this guy called Voice Legend, and like he's like very negative for like everything for some reason, and there was this point that he brought up about IGN's Mario U review, and the fact that apparently they criticized how the game wasn't too different, and they still gave it a 9. And like he was complaining about that, like why are you like saying all that but still giving it a 9 and not like a 6 or something? That's like, it's not how it works. You're supposed to take the bad with the good and just like see how it all stacks up and if it's worth playing. Like if there's something bad to say about it, it doesn't automatically mean it needs a 6.
Well, to be fair, IGN are kind of synonymous for like giving repetitive games high scores. For example, Call of Duty.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong in that regard, but like I don't know. That guy's just overly negative about everything. He complained about how reviewers like talk about their opinion and that they should be more objective. Like, that's not how it works.
Are you fucking joking or what? He actually said that?
Not word for word, but more or less.
Oh my god, what a fucking dumbass, honestly.
We're gonna discuss this later. Right now, we gotta.
Yeah, I'll talk more about this off camera. But like, I don't know. Square Enix was a thing.
Square Enix was a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to Sony now.
Yeah, Sony. You got the list?
Yeah.
PC Gaming Show.
PC Gaming Show. Nothing to say.
Nothing that nothing that I'm particularly bothered about.
Good.
I pretty much regard that the same as EA. Just meh.
Apparently there's Call of Duty Black Ops 4, no one cares. Control Remedy's new game, no idea what that is, let me look.
This.
What are you saying, Scrappy? Keep cutting out.
Huh, what the heck?
That's at the level giving me some motion sickness.
Oh no!
I'm looking at footage and it looks like you're just floating in the air and just... What the heck?
Because I'm jumping a lot.
No, I mean, this Remedy, this Control game or whatever.
Alright.
Like, what is this? I
I've
don't
got
understand
no
what this
idea.
game is meant to be. Oh, whatever. I don't want to be on that forever. Death Stranding. I'm intrigued, but I still have no idea what the game's supposed to be.
Oh, I think I've got a pretty much good idea. You know how the guy was pretty much carrying around that fetus?
Yeah.
I think what his main objective is to make it off whatever weird batshit island they're on. And make sure the kid survives.
I mean, probably.
That's probably the gist of it. What I think the gist of it is. Get through all that weird shit. Make sure the fetus survives, and eventually gets born and grown up.
Death Stranding is a sad game.
Makes me sad, boys.
Yeah.
Young games are just gonna be about the depressed father figures now.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this.
What?
Derision?
Derision?
I'm gonna try.
How do you spell it?
Deracine.
Derision? That's all I can think, Durashian.
Kind. Yeah, I don't know what that game is, so
I don't.
So, yeah, moving on.
Commentary.
Ghost of,
Christmas
Tsushima.
Past. Oh.
Tsushima.
Ta!
That one actually looks pretty damn good.
Was that the, samurai game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
something I might get.
Because we don't have a lot of games like that. And a lot of samurai games kind of get, forgotten.
Those poor samurai.
There was
Samurai
Last
game,
of Us
isn't it?
Part 2. Huh?
Samurai game, isn't it?
There's
the broken arms of us.
There's Last of Us Part 2.
I think I blanked out.
Walking Simulator Part 2. Nah, being fair, it does look like a pretty damn good game.
And I mean,
Guys' guts get strung out.
Oh, yeah. Poor guy.
That Crash Bandicoot.
I think my issue with Sony's conference is that a lot of it was just like
years later.
a lot of it was just like cutscenes and not actual like gameplay or anything like that. And I don't know, like I'd like to actually see what the games are like.
So it's like, I remember when I was watching Ubisoft E3, Ted from Brain Scratch comes with just basically putting like a CGI only trailer count.
Yeah, Last of Us's portion was. I'm not sure how to describe it. What, prologue? Something else? I don't know what to say. It seems like it was early in game. Revealed to not be, but.
Anything else?
There was Spider-Man. That was the one of the very few exceptions to the whole cutscene rule, because that showcase blended both gameplay and cutscenes together really well. And
I loved that trailer, to be honest.
That was really cool. Like all the different action and the combat
just seems very Batman Arkham.
No, I will, in a sense, but like.
You want me?
In a minute. But like. Yeah, just stay in here, don't move. Like.
Freeze!
The combat just looks really fluid and like Spider-Man-y, I guess.
Spider-Man.
It's like kinda like Arkham, but not really. It's like it's Spider-Man's own twist on it, and just like how he's like a lot more acrobatic and like just swinging around and all that, which is, you know, I like that, and like all the villains appearing, and yeah, it looks like a good game. Like
I think the.
Huh?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was done.
Okay, I think the gameplay they showed after the press conference was better than the trailers we got, in some respects.
That's how I feel. I haven't really looked at much footage of Spider-Man post this E3, but the one, I think, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but it was, they showed off this really scripted sequence which didn't really give me or a lot of people a good outlook of the game. And I got a better gist of what it was through like interviews and just random footage clips and stuff. So yeah, the game looks good. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's acrobatic. Excuse me. My friend and I, we do like Spider-Man. He's very excited to see the game, and he does love the Arkham influence it has.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to play another good open world Spider-Man game because we haven't had one of those in a while.
I loved Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox and PS2.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is still my favorite Spider-Man game. They're so much fun.
Spidey, you the man. You the woman? You remember that, don't you?
Yeah. I want to have random missions again, like saving kids' balloons.
Oh, yeah.
That's always something Spider-Man would do.
Yeah, like Spider-Man 2, you actually feel like Spider-Man.
just like random mundane kind of missions.
Like, I heard that there was a bit in Homecoming where Spider-Man's just giving an old lady directions. That sounds like something he would do.
Yeah.
It was something very Spider-Man, and then the movie after, he's fighting a mad titan.
Don't say anything.
I'm not saying that, but generally that's the plot of Infinity War. So that's not really spoilers, much less a summary.
What, just fighting off Thanos?
That's all I'm saying. Careful.
Dumbledore.
Or you may just tempt my hand. Anyway.
I already know some things, but I'm not going to say anything.
What else is there to talk about? Spyro gameplay on Tuesday?
Yeah, why didn't they show Spyro at that conference?
Because
under Big 4.
Because the thing with Sony's conference is that they didn't really have much left to show, because a lot of their big guns are already out, and and we already know about the rest of them, so we're pretty much just seeing a bit more before they come out, which is fine, because I don't expect them to already have like a lot of really big games ready, because games take a long time to make, and that's fair enough. But like, I don't know, I feel like I was going somewhere with this, but I lost my train of thought.
Boy.
I think to do what the treehouse. I mean, Sony doesn't seem like Sony feels like, I guess, fairly or not, feels like it doesn't need to show off. Doesn't need to show off every game in one. Understandable. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's okay to have a few games shown at later days.
I mean,
I
yeah, that's fine. Bless you again.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you. You just taking it in turns to say bless you or something.
Well, I was thing with that is like, I think like showing off games like in later days is fine, but I feel like your really big stuff that you really want people to know about should be at the conference, because not everyone's gonna sit around and watch all of E3.
Well, I mean, even Nintendo announces new stuff at Treehouse on their second day.
Yes, Sony, even Nintendo do that. Step up your game, you fucks.
I mean, they do. You're not wrong. But they usually, like, the big things people tend to care about the most are usually in the presentations.
And Metroid Prime 4 was announced just randomly at Treehouse on the second day.
That was Samus Returns.
Prime 4 was just given a new trailer this year.
That, I mean, it would still be announced, but yeah, I would still have the same. That it would still be the same problem. That should have been at the presentation if they did that.
Okay,
And I mean,
well.
Samus Returns probably should have been there as well, but still. At least they got a Metroid announcement.
They just 3DS games were kept out of the main presentation. We'll get to that when we get to Nintendo.
Yeah. But we pretty much like Sony. I think was the last were the last guys to get a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. So let's just cover that.
Pirates of the Caribbean is a pretty world.
Yeah, Port Royal, as we know it, that looks like a lot more vast than it was in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I almost had a joke when when I saw that, I almost made a joke saying how I would see if he should have been.
Sad thing is, you're not wrong. Like, you're swimming underwater, like, it looks like your Keyblade, like, propels you or something. There's, like, that weird cloud trail formation thing going on.
What can't that Keyblade do? Make me dinner.
There's that
Well,
Kraken.
with the rat too, if it's someone who knows.
I don't think that's actually a summon. Apparently that's a minigame.
Oh, regardless.
Imagine like what it's funny imagining what that would actually be like. Imagine if you're in Radiant Guardian, like cook food for the Final Fantasy crew. That'll be hilarious.
With Remy.
Yeah. But like.
And I still learned to cook fun Remy. Where'd you go to France?
It's kind of like amazing the graphical leap with the Kingdom Hearts games, because like that looks so
you're getting more. It's almost point for point with a Pixar film.
Yeah, it's very surreal. Like especially like the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff.
Hair still needs to be fixed for some characters.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Sully's fur in Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't look as good as it must make the movie.
I mean, there's gonna be some compromises, but like the
is almost 20 years old.
like when I saw the Frozen trailer, it's like a lot of that looked like it was directly cut from the movie.
It actually did. I thought they were just gonna follow them same kind of plot line, same kind of plot line from the movie, only with the spiky anime dude.
Actually, hold on. While we're going, if we can for a moment, one thing I'm glad about what they're doing in Kingdom Hearts 3 is they're not abridging in the movies from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, I mean Frozen seems to be more or less from like I haven't even watched the film, but like from what I understand, it seems to be the same general plot.
Not exactly similar.
But a lot of the Disney World seems to be an original storyline. Like apparently Monsters Inc. is original. Big Hero 6 is basically a sequel to the film. Toy Story takes place between 2 and 3.
I kind of reminded of like when we brought up Frozen. It's weird. When I saw the trailer, I saw like the Japanese one, so like hearing Japanese all off was kind of weird.
Oh, I saw the English one.
Hearing all the Japanese voices is weird for me now.
Also,
remember when Japanese Woody was shown? People lost the collective shit.
I just saw the Japanese trailers.
Yeah, when Japanese Woody was shown, everybody lost the collective shit.
Yeah. Also, Larxine's back. One thing I like that they're doing is that they seem to be using one organization character for each world. which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, I thought because Luxord was there again back in Port Royal, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Which makes sense. He was in Kingdom Hearts 2 Sport Royal, so
Yeah, but like
yeah.
they're probably part of the, I guess, the new organization.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be so interesting until we get to it.
Yeah, the frozen world itself looks pretty interesting. Like that shield surfing with Goofy.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That instantly made me think of Breath of the Wild. It's probably like a mini game kind of thing.
well, like the tree trunk slider in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. I can't imagine that being something you can do.
Yeah, unless you want to really do that Goofy attack that he with the one, you know, the one where he slides around with shield everywhere on the battlefield.
Yeah.
I love it when he does it after a fight and he has to stay still.
Yeah. Oh, we saw the gummy ship for the first time, which seemed
Yeah,
like
it looks
modified.
Yeah, let's do the 2 ones again.
Kinda. It's like the little, like it looks like a modified version of it. Like it looked like Kingdom Hearts 2, but at the same time, not. Like it looked like there were more obstacles. Oh no.
Can it truly be a gummy ship without the gummy bears?
Fuck you.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear. You know what I was referencing, don't you?
Hold on.
Jason. Jason remembers what I was referencing.
See, I think it kind of helps simplify that this game is in fact happening.
Yeah. I have other things.
This year, my heart.
Well, I mean, like Kingdom Hearts right now. If we're gonna just like try and just gather our thoughts on that. What else was we? I'm worried about Aqua.
You're too late, Mickey.
You're too late, you hit Nomura. 13 years too late.
Like.
Wait a minute. Wait, Kingdom Hearts 2 was 2006, wasn't it?
5 in Japan.
Regardless, that's 13 years for another 13.
That's funny.
Da da da.
But like, there was like an interview with Nomura. It's like the player saving Aqua depends on like what was it? Like that depends on not. I don't think it was choices necessarily, but like the effort of the player or something like that, which is very vague.
Cause like I hope because I hope that doesn't mean we're on a timer necessarily if you're too late.
Oh, I really hope not. I don't
want to enjoy the game.
I don't want to have to I don't want to have that kind of pressure. Especially in an RPG.
The feel. Excuse me. Why do I get the feeling that the game that you're not going to be able to save Aqua unless you get the best ending?
I mean, I heard there was this video which was interesting, of like, what if instead of like striking down the 13 Darknesses, you try and like befriend them, for lack of a better word, and Xehanort himself is the only one you actually strike down. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that necessarily, but that would be interesting.
If you strike them down, you can get their abilities, but
you can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
I was gonna say on the ultimate mode, you can befriend all of them and have all their abilities.
Oh!
That would be cool. That would be cool.
I get you. Jason, I get what you mean. I understood that reference.
Yeah.
.jpg.
Oh man, but like, I really want Aqua to be safe because like, her and the BBS crew have suffered enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but that's like, oh no. Like Aqua's the only one left.
More or less. And the thing is, that's like a snowball effect pretty much because Aqua knows where Ven is, and if Aqua's like taken over by the darkness or Zen or whatever the hell it is,
he can find Ven.
Like that kind of throws a wrench in the heroes like plan to gather the Guardians.
Because like he could find Ven. Like if that's the case, then like Xehanort might be able to actually find Ventus.
Yeah, the way Nomura worded it made it seem like she's not a Xehanort vessel and it's just corrupt. It's just darkness corruption.
I hope if it's gonna be she's gonna be like evil like that. I hope it's that one and not she's not a Xehanort.
Yeah.
Because at least it sounds like she's savable if it's that one.
Yeah. Because Riku went to like the darkest pits of it.
Guys, a spoiler in the story for me.
Well, you're part of this discussion, so it's inevitable.
Jeez, man.
We can't talk about Kingdom Hearts.
You don't have to talk about spoilers in a Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, we're just discussing E3.
In an incredibly story-driven game.
Yes, but still.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to when we're discussing things we saw in the trailer.
True.
We have to make comparisons or predictions based off of what we know.
You're lucky I'm not extremely fucking petty, or I'd be spoiling Infinity War for you right about now.
Kill Dumbledore, come on, we already know this.
Spoiler, the movie is called Infinity War.
No, don't actually encourage him, dude.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would. Okay, you can talk about the trailer, but keep it minimal, please. I at least want some surprises when I'm going into the series.
Yeah.
So many Kingdom Hearts.
Get a PS4 fixed or whatever it is and get the game in.
Yeah.
I need a new PS4 before that happens.
Yeah.
Work on it.
I will. But I've got a date to do first.
Easier said than done, I'm just saying,
I've got a date which requires money first, so...
Probably buying the individual games. You still have you have a PS3, right?
Yeah, but I want to buy on the PS4.
Well, at this point, though, the PS3 versions are your best way to go at it.
Yeah, but then there's also 2.8.
Very true.
I think, isn't there a collection of, all of them?
Yeah, they announced that, didn't they, at the E3?
Yeah.
It's literally every single one in one collection.
Hey, guys, stop it!
We must prepare you for Kingdom Hearts 3! We must!
That's the thing! They already prepared us! Twice!
We must again! We shall never stop!
It's just convenience, like, there's nothing...
It's also a cash grab.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't think it's that big of a deal because it's just more like convenience at this point. Like, you don't have any other collections, you can get all of them, which is nice.
True. But again, if you're gonna do that, it better be at a reduced price.
Oh, it's it's 3 collections in one, dude. It's not gonna be cheap.
It's well, cause yeah,
There's
whatever.
there's really nothing to complain about because it's like Kingdom Hearts 3 is still coming out. It's not halting development for that game, and it's just an easier way for people to just pick up the entire series. There's nothing. It is a cash grab.
Okay. I got it.
It is a cash grab, and they are getting like more money from it. I get that, but at the same time,
But people are going to buy it at the end of the day because
it
Kingdom
doesn't
Hearts
really
3.
matter.
Exactly. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to coming out, and there are going to be people wanting to get into the series with as less hassle as possible. Which,
Yeah,
given my situation, it kind of works for me anyway. So.
Yeah, I would agree if it did halt Kingdom Hearts 3, but
It's not
By the way-
like taking away anything. So.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but random like predictions here. PS4 sales versus Xbox One sales. Go.
Yeah, PS4 sales easy because it has been like a
No, I mean like how much by how much.
I don't think about this kind of thing, dude.
I don't either.
No, because like here's the thing:
just think
you have a
that.
PS4. If you're getting Kingdom Hearts, you're getting the PS4 for the collections as well.
I think they're having a bit of a weird day in not doing it for the Xbox One. Then in that case, seeing as you're not going,
Yeah.
seeing as it's going to be like,
Should have done in the first place. Though.
yeah, it's
Yeah, like if you're gonna have Kingdom Hearts 3 on like it's just kind of weird.
Then there's literally no point to get it on the
Xbox
One.
exactly.
Unless it's the only one you have.
Right.
Yeah, but in that case, if it's the only one you've got at that particular moment, then you're missing out on a lot of story and quite a lot of. And also,
I think
yeah, go on.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will have a recap in game.
Possibly.
Even then, but a recap for Kingdom Hearts is only gonna help so much.
There'll still be stuff that they missed, and there'll be references that people are not going to get because of it.
Yeah.
I mean that Kingdom Hearts is a cluster frenzy area.
Especially with how many different consoles they've branched out to.
Yeah. Which I'm happy. It's
You took the HD collections to begin with.
nowadays people have the dream scenario because you can play the whole series on one console more or less.
Pretty much.
It's not obviously in that kind of the DS games and the phone game, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's why I say pretty much. Not entirely, but more or less.
But to be fair, the DS games you only really need the story.
You don't. Yeah.
The less said about the gameplay, the better.
I enjoy Recoded for what it is.
Wasn't Dream Drop Distance the full game on 2.8?
Yeah, that's the full game on that.
What if they remake Days for 3DS? Switch.
If they did that, that would help for free. That would be interesting, but they would have to.
It would definitely look and sound better.
They would have to fix a lot of my issues with that game for me to actually want.
I would get it anyways because Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, yeah, but still.
That's the sad thing because we're Kingdom Hearts fans. We're gonna get it regardless.
That's fair. What even if it's meh.
Even if it's absolute shite.
Yeah, see,
Hearing you say the word shite is kind of weird. I never really hear Americans say that.
It's like we know how bad 06 is, yet we own 06.
I don't really enough.
You get the point.
Dang it, Taco 6.
Well,
I'm saying that in terms of even if we know the issue with it, we still have it.
To be fair though, I might just when I've got some spare money, get the game again and do 100% stream and yeah.
Of Days?
no,
No.
he's talking about 06.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm never doing that.
Days, I would pity you.
How do you even 100% that game?
Days?
Yeah.
Make sure you get all the missions, get gold medals on all the missions. It's also how you unlock Sora.
Yeah, screw that.
I unlocked Sora, and by the way, Sora is useless. No, really.
Isn't he always? Damn.
No.
Damn, I was joking. I was joking.
Isn't
Donald
he
is
just,
better than Sora, to be honest.
Isn't it defaulted to Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, which just doesn't
Yes,
translate
and
well?
does not work. It's Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora and does not work.
That's funny.
Mickey is a lot of fun though.
Well, he's meant to be the Yoda of the series, pretty much.
And I like how you can
Why does
play
that not
as Mickey.
surprise me?
Like, because like in mission mode, you get to play as and you can play as Donald, Goofy, Riku, Mickey, and when you unlock him, Sora, and all the organization members.
And they all have, like, funny joke weapons.
I think Axel has tambourines.
Oh my god.
I think with Roxas and Shion, is it just the stick?
I think so. Oh man, that's funny.
Well, wait, what does freaking Zemnis have?
I don't remember.
Oh
He
no,
actually-
no, you know, it'd be funny if for Demix, it would just be like a washboard thing, like.
Wasn't one of them like a broomstick?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I mean, yeah, me neither. Yeah, but
I can
regardless.
for 2 picks.
But like, regardless, Kingdom Hearts 3, good lost track.
Looking forward, and I'm actually happy that we have a release date, but I get the feeling it might be pushed back a little.
Doubt it.
I hope, like they've already pushed it
I
back.
get the feeling that it's going to be.
They've already pushed it back from 2018, so
Well, I mean, like, give it another. I meant like more just for another month.
I mean maybe, but they can only do so much without like just ticking everyone at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, and delaying. Yeah, because it's like late July, 2018. Nope, we're just gonna be early 19 now.
I mean the same thing happened with 2.8, pretty much.
Wasn't Brawl? Hey, how many times was Brawl delayed, by the way?
Like 3 times maybe.
December 3rd, 2007, and we went on American dates here. 7, when Sonic came in, that basically pushed the game, thanks Sega.
Yeah,
February
Sega's
10th.
so
To be fair, at least we have Sonic in the series now, and he's a lot of fun.
Whoa, why did he
What
just
about
go
it?
muffled?
Me?
Yeah, he was just going really
Earlier,
muffled.
Sega had just committed early.
yeah. Sega went at the start like, nah, we don't want Sonic in.
Yeah, to answer you, Lewis, because my face is by a blanket.
Why?
Because I'm tired.
Well, you can lie down if you want, but don't put your face on a blanket.
No, if my face was on a blanket, it'd be like this. What are you gonna do?
That's pretty. Yeah.
It'd be funny if it sounded better that way.
Oh, that would be saying a lot.
How does this sound?
Ew.
I mean, I can hear you, but
Anyway, moving on.
yeah.
Move along.
Yeah.
Completely off topic. Isn't the Incredibles Lego game out?
No idea.
And what's next then?
Is it just Nintendo now, or?
Oh wait, you were talking about
Just
Square,
depends.
right?
Huh? What?
You were talking about Square or Sony just now.
Yeah,
We've done Sony.
Did you I'm sorry, like, did you bring up Final Fantasy 14 Monster Hunter thing?
No, because I haven't seen any of that.
Because like, I think it's basically just a temporary crossover thing that they're doing where I think it's Rathalos
from Monster Hunter World is gonna be a temporary, like, fate encounter.
Okay.
And at the same time, the Behemoth from the Final Fantasy series is gonna be in a world.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because like the Behemoth looks like a monster that you would see in the series.
Anyway.
One thing I have to say, actually,
But
I'm not sure if I should say this, because, there were some cutscenes, that people showed off for the Toy Story world, and, I'm not sure, and some people, like, leaked them, I'm pretty sure they weren't allowed to show them off. So I was gonna say something from them, but I'm not sure if I should.
I can't wait for her again.
Yeah, I'll just save it.
Actually, the only world that I'm actually really... Yes.
Oh, hi, Maddie.
Hello. The one world that I'm really excited about is the world of Tangled. Really.
Tangled is a good movie. I just remember my memory from that movie is watching it with my brother, and then just going back onto the computer, and then Joey just being like, "Yo, Harry, we're gonna do some loot and odd jobs, brigade crap." It's like, what the hell?
Oh,
What?
Like, I don't know, Joey. What the
Is that
heck?
you yawning?
No,
You
I
yawning?
What the fuck?
This is so. This is.
Maddie, you sound different for some reason.
I just had food and
We're going on to we're talking about E3 and we just finished up. Was it Sony?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're doing like a discussion stream.
they're just kind of. rapid-firing.
E3, the one thing that I actually didn't watch because it was all up in the morning for me, and then E3 got blacklisted on my Tumblr because it was everywhere. Like, I like to. I don't want to see anything about the games. I'm excited for them, but I don't want to see anything about them. I guess I'm just a weird person.
Yes, you
Well, you're
are.
off.
Like, you wanna
You are a
be
weird
spoiled,
person.
Not be like spoiled.
Yeah, I don't want to be spoiled.
Right.
See,
Spoiled.
that's why I haven't played. That's why I haven't played Spirit of Justice, because the ending got spoiled for me.
Oh
That's
shit.
why I haven't played the game.
You got spoiled the ending of Persona Q, yet you played that again.
The way I see
Yeah,
E3 in general is the fact that it's basically just a big event for people to just like just promote their games pretty much, because like hype as well and all that, but like because we generally follow like gaming news and all that good stuff for the most part, so we know most of what happens and like what's gonna come out for the most part, but a random schmuck is not gonna know all that, so like they kind of need events like E3 to let those guys into the know.
Right, E3 is also a good time to like surprise.
Yeah. So
Like-
when everyone's watching you.
Right, like when they showed off Ridley during the thing. That's a surprise.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah,
they'd
after
actually
people,
do
after
that.
people complained about Ridley not being in Smash for how long?
And
How many
now
years?
it's going to be the same thing with what do you call it? With Waluigi.
Well, you see, the thing is,
Well, Waluigi's already kind of doomed, I think.
well, the Metroid series doesn't have that many representatives if you think about it. Like, in the whole series,
So,
you're just
The-
basically Samus the whole time.
only-
the
The only other characters that Metroid could use in theory would probably be like the hunters.
yeah,
Why?
there was
Why?
like
What?
Just
Or even
debating-
there's that Psylux guy that people will say that could be a character.
I'm gonna
See,
say,
what I want from Smash is, I'll just finish this up real quick. Don't want any new Mario representatives.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
for it.
No more Fire Emblem.
I mean,
'Cause
unless
there's
you
a lot.
unless you count
Mhm.
Daisy.
Well, Daisy's at least an Echo.
I still
I actually saw
count.
a post.
The only one
I
that
saw-
Mario really needs is Waluigi now.
I actually saw a post on like the positives of Echo Fighters, and I'm like, that's actually a really good thing. It's like it has 3 points. Like they have a bit more characteristics than their counterparts, and that's
Right.
true.
I mean,
Like, I'm sorry, Pete.
yeah.
I love you, but Daisy has a bit more character than you.
Yeah, she does.
It's just-
I mean, she
sorry.
does. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Has a personality.
And like, as much as I rag on Lucina, she is different from Marth, but
Yeah.
still not gonna make me like her. But I can
Yeah,
understand that.
Dark still probably is the worst of it, but.
Yeah, Dark
I hope
Pit.
they-
Fuck.
Yeah, but
No.
Yeah, I hope they.
Ah! Cat, get away!
Oh my goodness.
fix my boy,
She
please.
doesn't feel like.
Fix my boy, please. Fix him.
Like, I'm not necessarily asking Dark Pit to get a new moveset. Like, he's still.
Just asking her to be different enough from Pit.
Like, at least, like, make the knockback a lot more the moves different, because, like, when you play Pit and then play as Dark Pit, you can barely tell any difference.
Right,
Yeah,
they
but Dark
feel.
Pit hits harder.
Apparently Dark Pit's stronger, but.
It's not. It's not obvious enough.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
Go away!
It's like how Fox is quick, but he doesn't do that much damage, and Falco is slower and he hits harder.
Yeah.
So, any question? Does that make Wolf an Echo Fighter, or is Wolf like on his
Wolf-
own?
He looks like.
Wolf is his own character.
Yeah.
He's a pseudo.
Yeah, because I.
It's basically like Luigi is to Mario.
Or Lucas is the Ness.
Alright. Look, I'm gonna put this Smash talk on hold for a minute, because we clearly have a lot to say about that. And we need to just
Save it for its own segment.
Let's just speed through the rest of Nintendo's conference, or not conference, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They showed off that mech game at the start, which I don't know. It was an interesting
I was like,
surprise.
hey, look. I was like, hey, Nintendo Labo.
But like,
I didn't do that.
I don't
my
know.
leg just cracked.
Goodness. I mean, the game looks
Really loud
interesting.
too.
Game looks interesting. I need to know more about it, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. They showed us that there was that Fire Emblem game.
Three houses.
Free
Yeah,
World
free
of Free House.
Yeah, Free Houses.
Honestly, I'm gonna get this off my chest right now. The game does not look that good to me, and it's for a main console, which I'm all for. But I'm not gonna fork out $400 or $500, depending on how Switches is for a Fire Emblem game.
Did they like when the characters like attacked? Did they? All of them like attacking in a group. Is that new or was that in the game before?
That's
I
new.
think that's new, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Also, I'm not a big fan of the art style. It's just, I don't know. It just looks really weird to me, and I'm like that.
To me,
I'm glad
The
you're trying
character-
new things, but it's not Fire
The
Emblem.
character art style reminds me of what is it? Tokyo Mirage Sessions. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you know who else is? Apparently, do you know Udapri is that male idol thing that exists? It's apparently that person
huh?
who does the art for that.
Interesting. But like,
And I'm just like, it's too anime for me. Like, I can go back and play, like, yeah, when Fire Emblem gets too anime in its art style, I'm immediately put off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, say what you want about Echoes. At least its art style is distinct and stylized.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Stylized.
for Free Houses, it just looked like Fire Emblem to me. Nothing really.
Well, it's also early, so who knows what they
Yeah.
might change.
One thing I will say, like, I know nothing about Fire Emblem, but one thing I will say, it might just been trailer weirdness, but the frame rate seemed to need like some work because it looked kind of choppy.
And see, the thing is that it looks like there's gonna be
Let's get Path of Radiance.
no avatar option from what I've seen so far.
Which is fine. Which is fine. It's not a bad thing.
I'm fine with that. I prefer
which isn't a bad thing.
yeah, I
Which isn't a
prefer
bad thing.
I prefer actual characters
Yeah, but if they're written poorly, I'm just gonna forget about them anyway. And be like,
Yeah.
who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this person? But
Oh wait, it's my character.
it's like the art style is too anime for me. The eyes look soulless, like they don't look like they have any emotion in their eyes. And it's just,
AKA Sonic 06.
AKA Sonic 06. I mean, if I see more, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but as of this moment, I'm off Fire Emblem because fanbase gets salty.
Yeah.
And it's shit.
Been through this.
I'm just... I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. I cannot do it anymore. I can't.
Okay, that's enough of that because I feel like this is being repeated. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, Maddie. Put the Fire Emblem in the trash bin.
Yeah, in where it belongs.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Get in the bin, Corey. You suck.
I'll do it too.
I just hope the game is decent and does well. I'll just say that.
It's giving me more of a Path of Radiance kind of bit to it, so.
Okay.
Let's hope it doesn't suck like Radiant Dawn, because Radiant Dawn sucks. Anyway.
No, you don't like Micaiah.
No, the game is literally trash. Micaiah just makes it worse.
No,
Anyway,
it was
I'm done.
trash. Then I'd be like wondering why it's even a game. I'm wondering.
All I know about Radiant Dawn is that, like, isn't it a...
See, the thing is...
You cut out.
The thing is, it is Radiant Dawn, not Path of Radiance. Radiant Dawn is the second lowest selling Fire Emblem game, next to Fire Emblem 2. And Fire Emblem 2 got remade into Echoes. So that's kind of telling.
Jason, I said, is the only things I've heard about Radiant Dawn is apparently it's really hard and really long. Kinky.
LOL.
And
Oh my.
Maddie, can I, just a second. There's also a translation error actually at the very start of the game that apparently messed up a lot of like fans. Because you know how Matt, you know how like technically easy is normal is what we know as normal.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Because like Path of Radiance is and they just have an easy, normal, and hard mode. The thing is, people thought that like easy is like just like easy, too easy.
Yeah.
So they immediately switched to hard mode, not realizing it's technically the lunatic mode.
That is messed up. What kind of translation?
See, the thing is, Fire Emblem games have mistranslations in them, and not all the games are perfect. Like, Fates is trash.
Fate's like...
But I'd play it. I'd play it rather than I'd play Radiant Dawn.
Well, you don't have Radiant Dawn, do you?
I know, because I'm not spending like $80 on a Wii game. That's fucking trash.
Well, I get it for collector's sake.
Are we just gonna keep hearing the word trash in this fucking stream?
I'm sorry, I will leave the potty language alone, but...
Right,
It's not potty language, it's just a word I keep hearing repeatedly a lot when it comes to games.
Maddie equals trash. Maddie equals trash.
I have nothing to add to this. So...
Anyway, moving on.
What else did I show? Like, they've really, like...
Thank you for ignoring that, by the way.
Huh?
I said something, and I'm glad Lewis ignored.
Sorry, what was it?
No one heard you. What?
I said, we'll talk about trash. I said, we'll stop talking about trash. We'll talk about Bayonetta another day.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
That's
You are disowned from my friend list.
That's the
Disowned from my friend list.
I'm not getting into.
Moving on.
Yeah, that's being a dead horse at this rate.
Alright, sorry, I meant Pichu.
Don't be mean to the adorable little baby Pikachu. I'll fucking fight you.
Yeah, Peach was
Nope. He's bad.
Huh?
I don't care.
He is...
He was adorable.
Hey, Maddie!
Yes.
3 words. Pichu is trash!
Hey, go shove your opinion up your ass.
3 more
You
words.
too, Maddie, you too.
3 more words. Wait, hang on, 3 more words. Lewis head gone.
What?
Huh?
What? Fucking what? What?
Head on apply directly to the forehead.
I do not have a big forehead. You fucker.
Because the joke is Matt Lewis pissing off Maddie, so Lewis's head gone.
Ah, right. Peter's trash.
That wasn't clever in this. Pardon?
Shut up. I wanna try.
Shut your
Yeah, but that joke was terrible.
Shut up!
Like many other of his jokes. Joking.
Calm down.
I'm not angry. Because I have
You
this
don't need
stupid
to
laugh.
shout.
I have a stupid goofy smile on my face.
Oh,
What else came
I'm
out?
gonna derail. I'm gonna derail a little bit quickly.
Oh,
We're already
it's about
derailed
city.
too much. I think we need to keep moving, honestly.
Let's keep
Just
moving.
Yuna's in the game. In the city MT, I saw a preview, and I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, man,
That's
moving
all I
on.
gotta
Moving on.
What else did Nintendo show besides Smash? I'm drawing a blank.
Harry, hold on. There was a
I've linked
D&D
everything.
reel,
It's what the hell?
D&D reel and the third-party reel, which had Crash Bandicoot, Dragon Ball Fighters, finally.
Oh yeah, that's coming to Switch. Fortnite's coming to the Switch.
I guess they had that whole trailer that we all forgot.
Fortnite is
going to the Switch.
Oh, Super Mario Party.
Yeah, that looks fun.
I hope it's good.
Yeah. Okay. First, here's the thing. I bet we're all thinking. We hope it's traditional.
Actually, I don't really care.
No, we hope it's good. No, it's like we
That
hope it's
too.
good.
Yeah,
we hope
cause
it's
like,
not trash.
'cause,
Trash. The buzzword of the day.
Yes.
Please. Cause like the thing with like stuff like Island Toys, like it was out of the car, but it still sucked.
See the thing is, I don't think Mario Party is like I have hopes for the series, but I do not think Mario Party will be as good as it used to be. That's just my personal opinion.
They have a lot to
Because like I've had my magnum opus talk, but it's like it's kind of hard like when people say 2 is the best.
Well, the favorite seems to be like 2 or 4.
Mario Party did everyone's first Mario Party.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Sonic Advanced argument right there. It's like which one's the best one, 1, 2, or 3.
But like,
That's obviously a lot more. Though you also have like multiple design to work with and to consider there.
you have less games in that argument.
I know.
So it's easier to distinguish.
I like two the best, to be honest.
But that's on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just bringing it up because that's what it reminded me of.
But like Super Mario Party, I don't know why they're changing the name or whatever. I hope it's.
Finally, we can play.
Maybe it's the ultimate,
It could be a reboot of the franchise.
I mean, if it is, I hope they. I just hope the game's good because they have a lot to live up to. Because Mario Party 9 I enjoyed for what it was. Mario Party 10 was okay, but it was so lifeless.
Huh.
Good, the choice.
Octopath Traveler. I mean, it looks like a cool little like classic stylized.
I'm considering that.
I don't really have anything to say, but people are excited for that. So.
Yeah, I've got it on pre-order, so.
It looks like it's doing like a Final Fantasy V or like Brave with Default like thing.
Oh, I love Final Fantasy V. Oh, I would like a remake of that game. Never gonna happen, but
at the same time, Maddie, if they did a remake of it, they would probably make it too serious or do something like they did with 3DS.
no, just listen.
Well, you get Bart's talk.
I love Bart. He's my boy. I love him very much. But if they remade it, I mean, there's a remake. It was remade for the PS1, which also had 4 and 6 on it. I think that was an analogy series or something. I don't know. But if they remade it, because they remade 4. They
Well, and
remade
thought-
4 how many times?
Yeah, we made 4 a lot.
Yeah, but 4 is
Yeah,
a really good
yeah.
game, so I can understand why they remade it.
Too, but
Yeah. But regardless,
Yeah, off topic again. Just
Octopath
stop.
Traveler looks good. I might pick up in the future.
It is an RPG, right?
Yeah, it's an RPG. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You guys go because I have nothing to say about this.
I don't know what to think about it, to be honest, because it's like I remember when they got
Yeah.
revealed, that like the night it got revealed. I saw the leaks and I saw like how people were responding to them. Like there was some like the reactions were mixed, quite frankly, because it's like because it is like a remake of Pokemon Yellow essentially. They're both like reimaginings of Pokemon Yellow, but they've got like a few Pokemon Go
they
integrations
got the
to it.
Pokemon Go thing going on.
Right.
And Junichi Masuda himself said that they've made the motion control thing mandatory just so that people can probably experience throwing a Pokeball to catch a Pokemon.
Right.
So,
I mean-
but it's like it's like I've got Let's Go Eevee on pre-order, but it's basically the fact that I was actually relieved, to say the least, when it was revealed that it wasn't the Pokemon game that people were really hyped to hear about.
That would be
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sad if it was. So yeah.
But it's
So my question is,
yes,
who do you think is cuter, Eevee or Pikachu?
Eevee,
Eevee, no
both.
question.
Eevee, no question,
I
no
say both.
whatsoever. There was this part.
That means it means one or the other.
The thing is, though, it's
I
like
like both.
I
there
know
was,
that, but you're saying which one's cuter.
but in
Yeah, Jason, how about you shove it up your butt?
guys,
You know, we were
fuck's
so
sake.
civil before you came in.
I'm not wrong.
I mean.
You're both like an old married
I-
couple. It's not even
both-
funny anymore.
Yeah, seriously. But like.
I don't even like Jason in that way.
We know. You don't.
We know.
And the fact that the fact you keep denying it, even though it's a joke,
Please don't.
kind of makes me think otherwise. Because you know.
Let's just move on.
Continue before I literally blow a fuse.
You've done that a few
Oh,
times
we're
already.
back
Though.
at it twice now.
Yeah. They're both cute. Moving on.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait to see how the game does. Like, if I can just play it like a normal Pokemon game, I might give it a shot. But if it's like really gimmicky and I have to do all this random stuff, I probably just won't bother.
You're
Just
gonna wait for the
wait for the
Pokemon game next
actual-
year.
Yeah.
Your voice just cracked for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, after that was Let's Go was what?
Well, I'm just getting everything besides Smash out of the way.
Oh, you want to save that for the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xenoblade, there was Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC.
Yeah, the challenge stuff and the one that brings in Shulk and Fiora.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
I-
like how they're blades.
Yeah, and like seeing those characters with actual good faces is
I know. It just seems so wrong because like.
It's their eyes, really.
Like in the original Xenoblade, I love the game. Don't get me wrong, but they look like potatoes. Fuck's sake.
the facial.
Potatoes.
The models are fine. It's just the faces are blurry.
Yeah, and like the fact that it's on the Wii doesn't help things.
Oh yeah.
It's also funny when you compare the faces to the environments.
Yeah.
Like they are graphically, because like that shot you still showed me of the secret falls in Magma
The
Forest.
game looks beautiful sometimes.
The soundtrack is immense.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it was just nice seeing Shulk and Fiora like in HD, I guess.
Actually
Like,
looking good.
actually looking decent and like in the Xenoblade 2 art style. Like that
Yeah.
was pretty cool. Yeah. Besides that, consider it. I guess we can just mention this briefly because I completely forgot about it during Sony discussion, and Crash is coming to Switch.
Crash is back, Crash is back, Crash is back.
Yeah, Crash is back, Crash is back.
Yeah.
Crash Bang sucks.
Future Tense, new level, which is probably, I assume is completely new from Vicarious Visions, and from what I've seen, it looks really creative, and yeah,
When are we getting that?
Oh my god, are you fucking...
Well, apparently it's when the multi-platform is released.
I think
So when it hits Switch and all that, then we'll get it.
I think it's like June 29th or something like that.
In that case, but it's gonna get. Well, I'm gonna get my PS4 version ready.
Yeah, I'm thankful that it's on all consoles because I was worried that it was gonna be.
To be fair, they know that if they were gonna just make it on one console or like leave a console out, then it would be a dick move. So give them some, Harry. Give them some credit at least, mate. Come on.
Well, yeah, but like, but I mean,
What?
you can't help but worry about these things sometimes.
Sometimes, but
Because sometimes a game has like console exclusivity deals.
game, yeah, but like no. But to be fair, and I'll bring Shovel Knight into this, but Shovel Knight basically had like the console exclusivity was basically limited to properties that were console exclusive. Like you had Battletoads DLC on Xbox, and you also had the Kratos on PlayStation.
Yeah, that stuff is fair enough because like that's actually exclusive to that platform. Like the characters.
You haven't gotten that yet, have you, Harry?
Huh? No.
You haven't gotten that yet, have you?
No.
Well, so the only thing you're really gonna be missing out on is whichever version. I mean, you might as well get...
at this point, I might as well just wait until they finish
King of Cards
and see if they just release a pack kind of thing.
What, that gives you Kratos and all that?
No, just the entire game and all the DLC.
Well, yeah, Treasure Trove gives you all of them at once. If you own the game, you get it.
Oh, okay.
So you just gotta pick your version. Which you said you're already gonna get the. You said you're gonna get the PlayStation version for the Kratos armor, aren't you?
Yeah, I might. I'll probably just wait until all the DLC comes out and just play the finished game.
I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah, I can't wait for King of Cards, and we'll finally have all the.
We'll have the finished product long last. Yeah. Hasn't it been like 4 years since it released?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look quickly.
Yeah, 2014. June 2014, I think.
Find this badnik.
I know, right?
What's he doing?
Trying to find this bloody badnik on Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah.
What level are you on?
Gene Gadget 2.
Yeah.
At the end of the game?
Yeah, it's like the second to last level.
Also, yes, it is pronounced Gene Gadget, not Game Gadget. And I know this because Director's Cut was basically shown off in a video by John Burton, one of the developers from Traveller's Tales at the time.
Yeah, I've always pronounced it as Gene Gadget.
Yeah, I've always like been hesitant to actually call it anything out loud.
Yeah, because Gene Gadget.
G-word gadget.
Gene Gadget, yeah.
Go-Go Gadget Zone.
It is officially Gene Gadget now, according to John Burton.
It's like the whole Hydro City. It is Hydro City, not Hydro City, you nerds.
Yeah.